Hello viewers, thank you for joining us today as we count down the days to Christmas and to the end of the year. It's the 16th of December 2014 and I'm now Calviola with the Mark News at 1. In our bulletin this afternoon, the National ID distribution kicks off. We talked to some first-year students at Makerere University to share with us their experience as they write their first ever exams in the university. Uganda's poverty levels fall. We bring you that report. And in our campus special, we bring you a student's struggles to raise tuition. After a long-awaited intervention in addressing the challenge of citizen identification, the national IDs are finally here as a solution. Our reporter has more of the story.
Early this year, the citizens of Uganda successfully registered at different enrollment centers for national IDs. Now, 3 months later after this exercise, the Minister of Internal Affairs, General Aronda Nyakarima, says the first batch of cards is ready to be issued but only in the city centers. Other districts will receive as 2015 progresses for next 9 months. General Nyakarima says that the issuing of these IDs will enable the government to plan properly.
It will also provide easy access of a wide range of social services and facilities to the citizens. Reporting from Mark News at 9, I'm 9.
Thank you, Nakazimai, for that story. Moving on, university students are sitting for their end of first semester exams. We talked to some first-year students to share with us their experience, this being their first time to sit for such papers. Our reporter has more of the story.
1st December marked the beginning of the examination period at Makerere University. This period stretches for 3 weeks until 19th December when the last paper will be done. This is the first semester of the academic year 2014-2015. This means that there's a new slot of students who are on campus for the first time to study.
First experience, first year, so things have been a little, okay, the first paper was really weird, but then as we're going on, things are becoming normal, like back then, and yeah, papers are really nice, and yeah, I don't know.
Exams are fair.
Yeah?
What kind of tricky?
Do you think it is?
So waiting to deliver matter. What kind of scale?
The examination period is not treating them badly since students have been oriented.
When they are allowed to enter, they are doing their things smoothly.
The examination period for first-year students can be quite challenging and different from what they used to do in high school. But with time, they will get used to reporting the activity and stuff.
Thank you, Sarah Wanyana, for that story. After the break, these are some of the stories we are working on. Students' names still missing on the second graduation list, and the poverty line drops. Welcome back from that short break. Now, what happens to a campus student who joins the university with the hope of completing with an honors degree but fails to raise the tuition in the course of his study? Let's find out from today's campus special.
My power is in my song. It's how I communicate. I don't have no government, but if I did, I would try to set the world.
It was a good avenue for me to come to this university as Uganda's biggest university, but my passion was elsewhere. So I enrolled for mass communication, and that was in 2009. To do with finances at the time, I was the eldest at home, and I had to give room for my then kid sister and kid brother to also be able to finish their high school.
In harmony, I will sing.
balance wasn't just for that semester. My balance had another like 2 more semesters coming forward. So looking for that money to cater for my tuition wasn't very easy, so I dropped out. Authorities that had kicked me out, so I couldn't go to them. Not that I lost them anything, but it's just was looking impossible, at least financial sense. I know I have a lecturer that literally stood me up, like in an examination, kicked me out of an examination because I didn't have all the financial documents. And it was such a sad moment, of course. My classmates were wondering, we didn't see me the next semester. Yeah, it was tough.
The world needs harmony. Please don't call this charity.
If you stay away without informing us, we cannot look for
It's the
you.
road that we must.
The university doesn't look for you. It is you to come to the university to explain yourself. In case you need to come back. If you don't, the university doesn't follow you.
In harmony, I will sing, hoping the world will hear my song.
Okay? They stay away from the university, and we don't know what is happening with them. What we call abscondment.
Until the day we join as one.
I was almost finishing my first year.
I will sing.
I dropped out because it was training. There were very many needs. I had to buy a laptop, a camera, a couple of other things, and I didn't have all the money. And also the tuition.
Engule mtima bagitwalira mu buveera bafuugirira bugalo babeera balamuwenkera leka nze neŋŋenda njabayimbira nga siweera engule mtima bagitwalira mu buveera bafuugirira bugalo babeera balamuwenkera.
I had friends, I had networks there, and it was very sad. When I thought about it, that time there was a transition in the department. Just about that time when year in the country came the executive election, there was a transition from mass communication to journalism. And moving from those two had consequences for me because I had studied part of the old course and now there was a new course. There was an anticipated new course.
You to withdraw. The university allows you, because of finance, you cannot force yourself, you cannot raise the money. You get out, when you go home, you try to raise the money. We give you time to look for the money. Because when you are studying here, you are not raising money. Do something for yourself to raise the money. But my question is, what is their source? What is the source? Where is the university getting money?
I knew one day I would come back. Okay, I knew one day I would do what I loved. How I would do that, I had no idea. Yeah, I jumped on the ship. Here I am now.
From our campus special, we raise a question for our opinion poll. Whose responsibility is it to ensure that the nation is educated? I repeat, whose responsibility is it to ensure that the nation is educated? Send your responses by SMS or post your comments on our Facebook page, as you can see on your screen. second draft of the graduation list is out and most students are complaining that their names are still missing on the list. Our reporter brings us this story from Makerere University.
With only a month to the 65th Makerere University annual graduation ceremony, which is scheduled for 19th January 2015, most students crowd the boards to look for their names. Most of the students are happy and are preparing for their graduation because their names have made it to the list.
I just feel happy because that means I've passed, I don't have any retake, then I'm going to graduate and have my paper. Go out there and start maybe looking for my future.
There are still a few students complaining that their names do not appear on the list, and yet they have cleared with all the university bodies.
20% it is the problem of students. They do retakes and they don't come back to follow up their retake marks. Some of them do, when they get retakes, they think if you get a retake, you just come to sit for an examination and they don't do the coursework part of it and the coursework tests. So they just appear for exams and they end up not fulfilling the pass mark. In fact, we are the ones who alert them. Someone comes and says, I have all the results. Then when you check, you are the one to show him that you see, second year semester 2, you have less course units. They are not serious students anyway.
As you've heard, part of the problems in compiling the graduation list are due to student negligence. However, the university is doing everything possible to ensure that by January, the names all appear on the graduation list. Reporting for MAC TV, I'm Sarah Wanda.
Posts and comments have started coming in. I'll read them when we return from the break. We have received data from the Ministry of Finance that shows that there is a reduction in the number of people living in poverty as the country's economy continues to grow. While presenting the poverty status report at Speak Resort Munyonyo this afternoon, an official from the Ministry of Finance, Joseph Enyimu, reported that this number has dropped from 7.5 million to 6.7 million. The Western region leads in poverty reduction by 24%, followed by the Eastern region by 22% and the Northern region by 19%. However, the Central region, which has the greatest population of 9.5 million people, has the least reduction of 18%. The ministry official says that this reduction has been realized across all regions of Uganda in the last 10 years. Thank you for staying with us as we bring you the latest developments of the country. Please stay tuned for more programs. My name is Nabukala Viola. Have a great day.